to Ushuaia where it's -4 degrees. It's a tropical summer's day.
Okay, so we come to the end of our 3,600 kilometre journey down to Ushuaia, the capital of the Argentinian Tierra del Fuego in Patagonia. It's commonly regarded, as I say, as the southernmost city in the world. With a population of about 64,000 people, the city was named by early British missionaries who used the native Yamana name for the area. The surrounding scenery is stunning, and this is the jump-off point for Antarctica, as you saw in previous episodes. The Beagle Channel, the hiking, there's a million things you can go see and do at this, the southernmost tip of the world. But now it's time to get to warmer pastures, so it's time to jump on a Larde Argentinian Air Force charter jet, stop at 5 stops along the way and make our way around to Uruguay and a bit of sun. Note the square that says, cut out here in emergency. Bit of a worry, huh?
So that was Argentina. What did you think? I absolutely love Patagonia. The hiking through the mountains there and, pulling myself, rappelling across the water was a fantastic experience. Next, we're off to Uruguay. What do you know about Uruguay? I tell you what I know. I know we beat them to make the World Cup after 32 years. And don't you believe that they remember it too? After that, we're heading off to Brazil, to Rio De Janeiro for a bit of partying and New Year's Eve on Copacabana Beach. Can't wait, everyone. Let's get back to the journey, shall we?
Okay, so after our few stops, we've arrived in Punta Del Este on the coast of Uruguay. It reminded me very much of the Gold Coast in Australia. The reason Punta del Este is very important is that Argentinians, in fact, have invested large amounts of their money here in Punta del Este due to the economic collapses in their country. So as a result, many of the high-rises here are all owned by Argentinians who spend only 2 weeks a year here in Punta del Este. One of the main tourist things people come to see are the sea lions. Just a few miles from the Punta del Este peninsula is the Isla Del Lobos, a large sea lion reserve. Some of the sea lions from the island make regular visits to Punta del Este Marina, where they eat the fishermen's scraps and lay in the sun on the warm concrete boat ramps. Check it out. Okay, so it's off to Brazil. We're going to jump on a bus and make our way to Florianopolis. From there, head up to Curitiba before making our way across to Rio De Janeiro and partying on New Year's Eve. Let's go, everyone. So the first thing we do is sort out our accommodation. There's all kinds of options available. Our hosts were very hospitable, as you can see. Florianopolis, nicknamed Floripa, is the capital city of the state of Santa Catarina. With a population of 500,000, it's actually one small island off the mainland, the island of Santa Catarina. With its beautiful beaches and laid-back atmosphere, it's a great place to sit back and relax. Here in the southern part of Brazil, it's a predominantly European population and it's a much safer and more tranquil environment. So the best thing to do is to have some local seafood, sit back with a beer or two and unwind. Curitiba is the capital city of the Brazilian state of Parana. The city has the largest population of any city in southern Brazil, sitting at about 3.2 million people. What I really liked about Curitiba was the fact that it was an average middle-class society, working their way through the 9-to-5 grind with shopping centres and the usual mod cons that we see here in Australia. I stayed at the local youth hostel, which looked more, as you can see, like a nursing home. But other than that, the actual city itself was beautiful, and I loved walking around the market stalls and getting to know the city as a whole. On my way from Curitiba to Rio, it was suggested by someone on the bus that I should go and see Ilha Grande, a tropical paradise just 2 to 3 hours short of Rio. I took the advice and it was well worth it, as you'll see. From the coastal port of Angra dos Reis, you just jump on a ferry that takes you across to Ilha Grande. When you arrive, you're transported into a tropical paradise with lush rainforest, beautiful stunning beaches and just a relaxing atmosphere to spend a couple of days or a couple of weeks. From there it's up to you, trekking through the jungles and the rainforest to see the animal life, including monkeys and all kinds of other creatures, or just sitting on the beach and sunning yourself as the waves lap at your feet. It's up to you, really. Ilha Grande is the perfect place for a couple. You can get a local boat that for $5 will take you around to a beach where you can be alone on a tropical deserted beach, and they'll leave you there all day and pick you up afterwards, leaving you with beer, lunch and everything supplied. It's an absolutely incredible experience and very romantic for the couples out there. I stayed in what's called a posada, up in the rainforest, where you can sit out on the deck and watch the animals, the wildlife and all kinds of fauna and flora surround you. It was such a relaxing and incredible experience. I recommend it to everyone. So if you ever make it to Brazil, just remember 2.5 hours south of Rio is Ilha Grande, a tropical paradise, and believe me, once you've been here you won't want to go back to civilization. Take my tip. But ultimately it's time to head on with our adventure and head off to Rio de Janeiro and party time. Let's go, everyone. Coming up after the break, we party like it's 1999 on the beaches of Rio de Janeiro. New Year's Eve concert, everyone. And we sun ourselves on Ipanema and Copacabana beaches and take in the sights. You won't want to miss that, so see you after the break, everyone.
Jesus.